I forgot to.
Let's go, girls.
I didn't mean to play that. Let's
Whoa.
play it. Happy New Year, Chooks. You know, they always say start your year doing the thing that you want, and your whole year's going to be like that. That's how I want to spend my year.
And I would. I don't know the words to this, but
don't
I
worry
love
about
it. It's not.
Let's go, girls.
You can go your own way.
I do know my own way, and thank you for saying that. Let's go, girls.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, little chookies. Welcome to your two drunk aunties of Bron Lewis and Sammy Petersen. We are both of those people. I'm Sammy Petersen. I'm your auntie who shouts, it's New Year's Eve, not New Year's Steve. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Oh, my God. And who the heck are you?
I'm Bron Lewis. I'm your drunk auntie who spends New Year's writing a list of people she's not going to speak to next year.
And talks to them straight away.
Yeah.
She breaks all of her resolutions straight away. Welcome to your two drunk aunties. Hey, Bron Lewis, I am dressed as the goddamn Grinch today. And I'll tell you what, we went away, we came back, and we thought, hey, why don't you easily get dressed as Grinch again? Because that is what I call easy. Dress for the new year you want. New year, new us, baby. That's what I'm saying. Same us.
You remind me of someone who keeps their Christmas decorations up too long.
Absolutely. That's what I've done. I've kept my Christmas decoration, aka the Grinch, up too long.
Okay, but you look fantastic.
Thank you for saying that. New Year, same us. Can I say that?
Yep. Finished dress you like this and you look great.
Can we say that?
That's
actually
beautiful.
quite nice. Does that feel good? Clenching my gorgeous hands like that.
New Year, same us.
Thank you. It is the same us. And you know what, Chookies?
What?
We have done this podcast for almost a year, and God, it feels good.
So
We're going to be
close.
flying shortly into 2025. Are you someone, Chook, that uses New Year's resolutions? Do you get behind New Year's resolutions? No, I don't either.
No way.
I think during New Year's, I think the funniest thing, probably not the funniest thing.
I reckon it will be the funniest thing. I'm
anyway,
sure
that's
it
it
is.
for this episode today. Thank you so much. I
Tell
went
us what
too
the
hard into
funny-
something. I went way too hard to set something up way too hard. It's
Tell
like when you
us
say, I've
the
got a great new
funniest-
joke, and then you go, nope.
No, thanks.
No, New Year's, the amount that gyms make in that new year, in that period of January when they're like, sign up, kickstart the new year right.
Yeah.
New year right, spring into the new year and
Yeah.
get all this stuff. I have signed up for I mean, I'm pretty good at staying at the gym throughout the year, dressed like this. I'm always dressed like this at the gym.
You go swimming. You swim. Do you swim in that?
I swim in this. I like swimming, so I keep my gym membership. But godness. If I didn't go all the time, I'd be wasting that goddamn gym membership.
Well, because they make them so cheap. So they're
cheap at the start of the year.
they're like,
and
it's
you get a direct
$12 a
debit.
week. Who
And
cares?
it's also like a 12-month minimum for a lot of them as well.
So
Get
everyone-
a goddamn lease on your goddamn body. Is that what gyms are? A lease on my goddamn body.
Well,
We'll be
that's-
back after this.
Oh my God.
Have we got a clip?
He's on one
we got a
tonight.
clip?
How many jams
we got
have
a
you
clip?
had?
Have we got a clip? Can we show a clip?
I've heard that gyms like just take heaps of members and that they only have the capacity for like 50% of the people they sign up. So if everyone at the gym who'd signed up actually turned up, the place would crumble to the ground.
Look, I said it was one of the funniest things. It's not one of the funniest things. Do you have? I went way too hard on it. Do you have? Oh my God, one of the funniest things ever happened.
No,
right?
I have done every single time I go hard on something. Like I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to eat that. I ruin it.
Yeah, I ruin it so quickly as well. You just can't make those sorts of...
Nah.
I also find it really interesting when people are like... I've stopped saying funny, I'll say interesting. I find it really interesting when people are like, in like it's September or something, when they go, next year, I'm going to get really fit next year. And you go, why can't you start now? Why can't you start in September?
Or just don't.
Yeah, or just don't. You actually don't need to get fit.
No one's even asking you to.
How about you? Run and tell that. I'm clicking, sorry. Run and tell that. How about you?
Run and tell that. Actually, at the start of this year, I signed up for Tiffany Hall's EXO program or something. It cost me $99.
Oh my God.
And
the bitch
I
ain't one.
never used it once. It was a waste of money.
You can go to Ed Cavalier and probably get that back.
I couldn't bear to tell him. I was sitting next to him.
I didn't. I failed you.
I sat next to him on Have You Been Paying Attention, and
Yeah.
I was about to say I signed up for it, but then I was like, oh yeah, I didn't use it, and also he'd look at me and he'd go, you haven't done it right.
Yeah, you haven't done it right.
No, I haven't.
Next,
Didn't
I was
do
on
it
the
at
cover of
all.
Men's Health. Next,
So was I.
So
was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I got cast in that, and I just got disabled man is fit. That's what I got in disabled health. Look, I was in there. That's little nod to me in the gorgeous
I'm going to
Daily
nod to
Mail
you.
this year. Thank you for nodding at me. Hey, can I tell you this?
Yeah.
2024, the year of which it is now, I decided that I was going to throw myself back into stand-up, and I was going to give myself a year to see if I liked it. That was going to be my thing. So 2024.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, but I was like, I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it properly. And you know what?
So was it the start of this year?
Start of this year. And
oh, great. Where was your first gig back?
First gig back was at Voltaire Comedy Club.
Oh, wow. We hit the ground running.
Second
and then
gig back, funny. At the
was
running,
that January?
January.
Wow. Oh, so it's been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year, yeah.
And do you like it?
Love it. Love it. And I'll tell you what, I said, as it got to near the end of this year, around November, when all the registrations and stuff are due, I was like, I'm going to give myself another full year of doing stand-up, of doing the pods, of doing all this stuff, and just enjoy it. Just really enjoy it.
Why do you have to stop? Why is someone asking you to retire?
No, people aren't asking me to retire. Just throwing myself into it. Throwing myself into things.
What else would you do?
Well, I would probably just sit here with Diggs. That's what we were planning on doing for 2025, but we've decided.
But you've had a great year of comedy.
I had a great year of comedy.
Was it May that you did your solo?
Did my full solo show in May.
Oh, so 5 months in you did your...
5 months in I did a solo show. How wild's
See,
that?
what an
How
ambitious
about
little
you?
girl
Run and
you
tell
are.
that I'm an ambitious little girl.
And I'm very proud of you.
My mama's so proud.
She was there.
Mama.
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Oh, you're
Calling
talking about
Mama.
me? I thought you were talking about Jerry.
Hey, my
Your
beautiful
mother.
mask is falling off. Is it a mask? What is that? God, I'm hot. I will tell you that. God, I'm hot in this. It's so funny that I decided to wear this again after last week. It's so funny that I decided to put this back on, my full garb.
Got the makeup artist
Got the makeup artist
in.
to come back. She was happy to come all the way out to Footscray again.
Pregnant lady drag all of her stuff up your bloody 15 flights of
Didn't
stairs.
help her. Don't worry about it. You'll
Why
be fine.
would you?
I had these mitts on. I couldn't help.
You
grab
can't.
stuff. Can't grip.
Handful of self-esteem. And let me
Thank you
tell
for saying
you
that.
something. You have had a great year.
I've had a great year.
Great
What a
year with
great year,
stand-up.
2024. You've had a great year.
Everyone's had a
Look
great
at
year.
you. You've gone from strength to strength.
What's been
That's
your
New
favourite year?
Zealand. Favourite year is 2024.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's been a great year. But I'm also going to see what 2025 has in store.
I loved.
Yeah, what's your favourite year?
Do you know what? I loved 2020.
2020.
I actually liked
You
2020.
like COVID, the novel coronavirus?
That's not my favourite one, but I've loved every single year since then.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you've coming back out, resurfacing.
Yeah, because I gave up teaching.
Yep.
And not that I hated teaching. I didn't hate teaching, but I hated the environment. I just was like, is this it?
Yeah.
You
Is
know
this
that-
all I've got?
If you are in a job, this is what
Yeah.
I've noticed. When you're in a job and it's just kind of a bit boring and I was only there 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, if I was here 5 days a week, I would neck myself. You can beat that out.
And thank God you didn't.
but I
Because
was
I
like,
would be so sad for a bit if you did that.
So dull.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't hate teaching, but I was like, this can't be it.
No, this can't be it. Yeah. And look at you now.
Look at
Can
me.
I say this? You
No
are
Grinch.
flourishing. And there are
you.
spaces between all of those letters. Flourishing. Like that. It's really spaced out.
Oh,
really
okay.
nice. Looks fantastic. I look fantastic. And thank you for saying that.
Your fingers are huge.
Do you like the fingers?
Yes.
They're actually quite fun, aren't they?
You look wonderful.
I look wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's like book week for me.
Oh,
So how your kids
yes.
have book week this year, every year, and I have come as my own book week.
Yeah, but you had to get your mum, Fanush, had to
My
come.
mum, Farnoosh, had to come and dress baby up. That's what she had to do. I don't call myself baby the entire time. It's actually quite nice. Hey, Bronnie, are you ready for the first segment today? Letter to your aunties.
Yeah.
We have one gorgeous little letter today. Dear aunties, I'm 40 years old and can't be bothered doing anything for New Year's Eve anymore. How can I tell my friends I just want to eat Pringles on the couch, Jasmine?
I feel like you've said it.
Jasmine, run and tell that. That's
And
the
40.
energy you need to bring in to 2020.
What the fuck have you been doing the last 5 years?
Don't worry about it.
How
Just
old are you
go into
again,
the
Sammy?
year. I'm 33 years old.
Yeah, see, what'd you
33
do
years
last?
young.
What'd you do last New Year's?
Sat on the couch with Diggs and watched Home Alone.
Did you have Pringles?
No Pringles.
Well, you are doing it wrong. Talk to Jasmine.
But I've heard that once you pop, you cannot stop. That's what I'm worried about.
You have to sign up to the gym that you won't go
Sign up
to.
a gym. One of my other hilarious anecdotes that I have, the gym stuff. Put the gym stuff back in. I've gone pretty well in this year, let's just say that. There's a good photo for you. Isn't that quite nice? You know,
I've lost my phone.
Oh my God.
But you look, do you want me to do it?
Yeah, take a gorgeous photo of me right now. It's been good for the podcast. Look at this. Look at your gorgeous man. That's what I call myself. You swipe left on it, or you can type it in if you want.
Oh, that's right. No, I don't want to.
Swipe on it onto the side, sweetheart.
Swipe.
To the side. Diggs, can you just fuck off? This is nice. This is nice. Is it nice? You can tell me if it's nice.
You look so nice.
Thank you for saying that. Just took a gorgeous, gorgeous photo. Look, I reckon, you know, what did you do for the kids stuff? Oh, yeah. Do you have to do like 9 o'clock fireworks and then regular fireworks? What are you doing in your life?
The kids are always really excited about staying up till midnight, and then it's just too late. It's just far too late.
Too late.
Usually it's a really boozy time with whatever, but I can't imagine it'll be this time, which is good because I also am like I'm like, kids don't need to be around boozed up adults all the time. I'm like, it's enough. Come on. So we'll probably actually do what I love, which is go to bed and watch Sopranos.
I'll come with you. Come bring some Pringles round. We'll watch
Bring it,
Sopranos
pop
together.
them in bed. We've got mice. They'll love them.
You got mice?
Yeah.
I got mice too.
Do you?
I had one that I saw the other day and I grabbed it.
With your teeth?
Nah. So what happened is he jumped off the gorgeous cabinet I've got in my kitchen.
He was in there?
Jumped, suicide attempt. He jumped in my little basket, like my recycling basket.
Yes.
And I grabbed that and I walked him outside. He was freaking the hell out.
He would have been having a dreadful time. But also,
well, look at that thing. Not pointing at you again. I'm pointing at Diggs. This thing tried to grab him.
And what would he have done with it? He
would have maybe made him his wife. And I don't think that
he doesn't want to.
That poor moose, I believe he's the plural. The poor moose's family would not have liked that. The poor Mai would not have liked that.
No.
The poor Mai would have said, no, not for me.
No,
I cannot marry this horse that you have.
Trojan horse.
Before me? No,
he's so cute. He could ride. He's got a little handle there. The mouse could get on his little silly harness.
Yes.
Now listen, mice are disgusting, but we do have them at our house, and I do not know how to get rid of them. Yes. And I'm nervous because my brother said, they have a smell.
They have a smell.
I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you can smell when someone's got mice.
Oh.
I was like, can you? He was
like,
absolutely.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Got that my pong. Is it my or moose? Have you got moose in here, or is it my? I can't tell. Actually,
I can't tell. I don't know, but I hate them. I hate them so much.
They effing suck.
And I put like rat kill out, and they eat all of it. But then they'll eat all of it, like hungry things. But there's so many. Have you ever seen a YouTube clip of like a mouse plague?
No.
You should.
Do you mean moose or my? I can't tell you this. When we're talking about how big Diggs is, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. No, Christmas, someone made Diggs. So I didn't know them that well. They made Diggs a neckerchief. He was showing it to you before. Look at his little lingerie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's not his lingerie. It's like a little. I thought it was his
G-string.
It's a beautiful G-string. It's his.
It's cute. So it's like knitted.
That was mine, and I'm like, no, that's Diggs's. It's a beautiful knitted thing, right?
Yes.
And she goes, "Can you give me Diggs's neck dimensions?" I was like, "No." I'm not even going to play this fucking game with you, lady. No, I'm not going to do that. She made it for him anyway. Gave it to me. I was like, oh, that's lovely that she made that for Diggs. So I heard of Diggs and blah, blah. Then she says, can I have $30?
Sammy, are you kidding me?
It was so funny to be like, there you go, that's lovely. And I went, oh, actually, no, that's lovely. Thank you for that. That's lovely. Sorry I didn't give you my dog's neck measurements. I don't have them on file. And she goes, oh,
you're
$30. What are you talking about? So funny to charge someone after the fact.
Have you ordered it?
No, I didn't order it. She just asked me what Diggs's neck measurements were.
Who is she, your friend?
No, not a friend.
Who the...
Watch us on the YouTube if you need to watch us at all. Watch us on the goddamn YouTube because we're having a gorgeous glass of jams.
It's so much fun watching you drink your jams with those.
They're so much fun for me.
But I can't believe someone made this for him and then said that's $30.
It's just $30. Don't worry about it. Just
wow.
$30, roughly $30. Isn't that crazy?
Did you pay her?
No, I didn't pay it, but she just gave it to me anyway. And then I was like, oh, now I feel bad. But she's like, no, I don't feel bad about it. I didn't say that you had to pay for it. And I was like, oh, now it's become a thing.
So that's properly insane.
Properly insane. Yeah, when someone just when you.
So
don't
she was like, I
expect-
want to. It's a trick though.
It's a trick.
She
That's
tricked
tricky.
you. She's got a pyramid scheme going
Those
on.
women are tricky.
They're always manipulative. Don't trust them.
You cannot trust women, and that's what I said, and that's what I'm taking into the new year. You can.
I know. When I leave here, I'm taking a Christmas tree with me.
Of course you are. You always.
And when I'm
do.
going to use it, I'm going to chuck it in the bit out the front. You got a big one out the front. I'm going to chuck it in that.
Chuck it right in that. Chuck things in there as well. Happy New Year. New Year, same us. That's what I'm saying.
New Year, same us. I know. I can't wait till I dress up next.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to dress up.
When I
for
ever
something.
dress up.
You are going to dress up for something, and I can't believe it.
No,
hey,
it's
you
gonna
ready
be
for
good.
the next segment?
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love. Because we want to do this for the
Gonna
gorgeous
drink
New
for that.
Year. You ready for this?
Yep.
What is a New Year's resolution? Something that goes in one ear and out the other. What's a cow's favourite holiday? New Year's Eve.
Whoa, these are so bad today.
What do farmers give their wives at midnight on New Year's Eve? Hogs and kisses.
Fuck, these are...
An optimist stays up until midnight to see the new year in. A pessimist stays up to make sure the old year leaves. Get out of here.
Are these out of like... Did you get these out of the Christmas crackers?
Knock, knock. Who's there? Abby. Abby who? Abby New Year.
You did get these out of Christmas crackers.
Where can you go to practice math on New Year's Eve? Times Square. This is a good one. You'll really like this one.
I won't. I bet you I won't.
Why should you put your new calendar in the freezer?
Why?
To start off the new year in a cool way.
I thought you were going to say freeze time.
What did Che Guevara make on New Year's Day? A New Year's revolution. Why don't you follow us on Instagram? Two drunk aunties. Oh my God. Bron and I are also on Instagram.com. We're going to be touring all around in 2025. You can also watch us on YouTube.com. All of the goddamn links are down there. Why don't you write to us, deardrunkaunties@gmail.com. Leave us a 5-star review.
Yep.
5-star rating. God, we would like to hear
also, if you
from
have any jokes that you would like Sammy to read.
send me some goddamn jokes.
Because I feel they were the worst you've done
They were
ever.
some of the worst ones. That was a big joke today, and I didn't nail that. I admit
But
that.
has there ever been one week or one recording where you've gone, they were all funny?
Nah. Not yet. But I imagine one day I'll have that feeling.
Okay,
That's gonna
good.
be quite
And
a strong feeling.
did you like any of them?
Nah.
But you thought, I'll still read them.
I'll still read them.
Don't
Hey,
skip over that segment.
ready for this?
Yes.
Would you rather?
Oh,
You
I've
ready
got,
for this?
yeah, I've got
Yeah?
them.
Would you rather sit with someone on New Year's Eve who tells you a fact about every single firework that goes off, or or every New Year's, 3 lost children walk up to you and you have to adopt them for a few months?
Obviously, the first one. You zone them out. Do you know how good I am at zoning people out?
Yeah.
I often don't
kids,
hear.
You mean the kids?
Or anyone.
come
I don't hear most of your jokes. I don't hear most of your that segment
That's really hurtful. It's called Live, Laugh, Love, actually.
Okay, well I don't hear it. Sometimes I'm always like, come on, focus,
That's really
Bron,
cruel.
focus.
That's really cruel.
But I'm so good at zoning things
You
out.
are good at that.
I've never listened to a single thing Dibs has said.
No.
I can't.
And he talks a lot
I can't.
of shit.
And Lucas will tell me things. Can't hear it.
You just zone it out
I
after
cannot
a bit.
hear it.
Yabbity.
So someone's telling me facts about that. Also,
Yeah.
3 kids I have to adopt for a
Yeah,
while.
for a while. Just for a bit. Until they find
Which
a
one
new
would you
home.
do?
I'd do the man with the fireworks. I'd like to meet him, actually. Find out what he's all about.
He sounds good.
He sounds good, and he'd have lots of facts, lots of interesting information.
Oh, I'd also hate him. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
would you
absolutely.
rather...
Yes.
Okay, this was going to be good.
Yes.
Would you rather kiss someone you were not fond of at all
Yes.
on the lips, or tell someone you're really fond of that their breath makes you feel sick?
Can I have that one more time?
Sure. Would you rather kiss someone you're not fond of at all?
Yes.
Think of someone you're like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, right. Look at
Okay.
him right now.
You kiss them on. It's
Sleeping.
so rude.
Yeah, he's just
Sitting
sleeping.
right
He's
here.
asleep.
Kiss someone you're not fond of at all on the lips.
Mm.
Okay. Or tell someone you're really fond of that their breath makes you feel sick.
Probably the first one. I don't want to say to someone that I really
That's
like.
very nice of you, Sammy.
Yeah, that your breath smells real bad. You wouldn't like to do that, would you?
It's not that. Your breath makes me feel sick.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know if that's any better, actually.
It's
Your
worse.
breath makes me feel real sick. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to say to someone. You don't want to hear that from someone that
So
you
you
really
got to
like
kiss.
as
So
well.
who do you think of?
I thought of Diggs.
You're not fond of him.
Well, I am fond of him, but isn't in a sort of like a dad way. Like
You've kissed him on the lips before?
Well, not by my choice. He's kissed me on the lips.
Okay, think about a human that you're not fond of at all.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me who it is. Okay, great.
Yep.
So the same thing. Would
Katie
you rather
Weaver.
kiss? Would you rather kiss them on the lips,
Yeah.
or tell someone you love that their breath makes you feel sick?
I'd rather kiss Katie on the lips. And I'm not saying which lips. Hey, run and tell the babies.
Okay.
Yeah, but seriously.
Okay.
But seriously.
But
What else
seriously,
you
I've got another one. You ready?
got? Yeah, ready for this?
Would you rather
Yeah.
celebrate New Year's Eve with the worst person you've ever met? I want you to think about who that is.
Yep.
Different
Katie
person.
Weaver.
No,
Okay, yeah,
different.
yeah, right.
It's the worst person you've ever met.
Yeah.
The whole New Year's Eve, the whole night just
Oh,
with them.
wow. Okay.
Or be the person at the party that keeps yelling 10, 9,
All night. Oh,
every
yeah.
20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, oh, fuck, is it? Everyone has to check their time. And you're like, ha, 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 I got you again.
I'm going to do that one because I'm dressed as a Grinch the whole time. I'm having the best time. He's trying to ruin the bloody New Year's Eve as
That's
well
not
as
his
Christmas.
job. Oh, okay. Oh, he's taking on a new
He's
role.
taking on a new role
God,
because
he's
he's tired of the
diversifying.
other one. He's diversifying. You simply must in this economy.
Pivot.
You simply must pivot. Hey, Bron, let me ask you this question. What are you most excited about the new year? Come on! Stop making fun of me.
He looks so funny. His face is that shape.
My own face. My own palsy-ridden face, if you must
Hey.
know. Hey, baby girl.
What did you
are
ask
you
me?
excited about in 2025? What is the most exciting thing for you in 2025?
Okay.
Book. Can we talk about the book?
Yeah, we can talk
You're
about the
writing about a
book.
goddamn
I'm
book.
writing a book. I'm writing a book about the time I went mad. My show this year was 2024 show was about how I went mad, and I'm writing a book about that. It's just like a semi-autobiography.
Yeah.
I know I'm only 30-something, 38.
Early
I think.
30s. Yep.
38, I think. But I'm writing, and so each chapter is a story
Oh, how great.
of my life.
Oh, I love
and
that.
then it's going to relate to it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm
How long you got
really
to write it?
enjoying-
Is there time
There
pressure
is.
on
I'm
it?
supposed to have it finished by April. I get my
Okay.
first draft.
Okay.
Will I? Absolutely not.
Won't she? Yes, you will.
But I'm writing. It takes a lot out of me though, Sammy. Like this is. I know
Yeah,
we don't
of
do
course.
earnest very often
Yeah.
in this, but it is. I have to dredge through because it's not just about me going mad. I'm like talking about like moments where I will notice someone losing their footing, and so I'm like I go back to these like quite. It is absolutely a comedy. This book.
Yeah.
But there are moments in it where it's and this is what I love about comedy, when there is serious moments in
Yeah.
it where you go, oh yeah, this makes sense, or this means something. It's not just like someone just trying to tickle me. It's someone which I hate.
I don't want these fingers.
No thanks.
You don't want that.
But I love comedy when there's a little bit of heart.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
do too.
love
Yeah,
it.
it's my favourite.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I want to learn something about them. So because it's autobiography, it is about my life in these moments, but because I deal with everything with humour. Humour is how I process everything. That's how that's the lens that's kind of come through.
But
So
you're also very busy, but you're doing a lot of different things at the same time. So writing a book must be really hard when you're also doing a lot of other things.
Yeah, because it's not like no one's demanding it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Sure,
But I've got like the podcast with you, I've got the podcast with Brady, I've got my stand, I've got the kids, I've got all these things that like kind of I'm a character in. Whereas the book, it's just myself. So it's just truly, really just me going, so have you written anything today? And I'm like, fuck, okay. And then I'll write a chapter and I'll be like, that, I love that. I could do that every day. And then the next day comes and I'll go, do you know what? I've got heaps on, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I just won't do it for weeks, which is really annoying. So when this book gets done, it will be one of my biggest achievements, but I'm really excited about that because it means a lot to me, this book.
It's a beautiful story. It is a lovely story.
Yeah, and it's something that I would have. I think I'm just right in this. I think
I'm dressed as a Grinch while I'm telling you this, but it is a lovely story.
Trying
to be honest, it's a
no,
lovely
thank
story.
you. But I think the same thing with comedy is you just have to create something that you would want to see or read.
Yeah.
So I create comedy that I want to see, and I am writing a book that I would have wanted to have read at that point in my life, and maybe even now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so when I was losing my mind, I remember going, I remember going to this when Olive was, she's my eldest, when I was trying to sleep train her. And sleep train, I know that you're like, what the fuck are you trying to talk about, Bron? What are you doing? What's happening? How many jabs have you had?
Yeah, sleep training.
Babies,
I've done
you
it
need
before.
to teach them everything. You need to teach them everything, even how to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So, and it's
Dicks
really
listening.
horrible.
You'll learn one day, baby.
And parenting trends change all the time. So, like, there was a stage, this was like over a decade ago, where they were like, sleep training, you just let them cry forever and then they'll eventually go to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, you just
Is
put
this
them
the
in
stuff
a
where you
room.
put them in their room by themselves?
Yeah.
And oh my God. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you do it for like 8 weeks. And
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Olive was like 4.5 months, but I would have to like rock her and move and hold her and then leave her in the room for a bit and cry. And I was trying to follow all these things, and it was just truly traumatic.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
other
yeah.
word for it. It was traumatic. For her, probably. She doesn't remember it, but who knows what fucked up things I did to her psyche, and I will live with that forever. But for me, it damaged me for sure. Like, parts of me will never heal from that. It was horrific. And every single time she shows any sign of like anxiety or uncertainty, I'm like, that's my fault.
Right.
It's because I let her cry when she was 4 months old.
Yeah,
horrific.
right.
It's not. I do not recommend it at all. Anything that I did, but it definitely changed the chemicals in my brain. And I remember walking into a bookshop when she was screaming into my chest, walking in and being like, "I just need a book when someone has experienced this but survived it." Because I truly felt like I wasn't going to.
Yeah, wow.
Not that I was
going
to hurt.
You probably feel so alone as well, like you're the only one who's ever experienced that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone, and I know this has been said a million times, but you don't see the yucky bits.
No,
you just
you
see
don't.
how beautiful
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
some
have all my
people-
friends having kids who are like just going, I didn't know how fucking exhausting this would be, or how hard this would be, or
Yeah.
how much you hate your partner, or how
Yeah.
much all this stuff that you're like, or I hate my kids some days. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, yeah, you don't hear about that.
Or you hate yourself. Like, you're like,
You hate yourself.
I just thought I'd be good at this.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I so bad at this? I thought it was
Yeah.
like, I can do heaps of things. How can I not do the thing that I created? Yeah. So it's a real mind fuck, and you're exhausted. And I just needed to read people's failures. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I think that's how you just want to see someone else fail. And
Have you
go,
ever
cool.
listened to the podcast How to Fail with Elizabeth Day?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's really good to hear other people go,
Oh,
I'm shit at a
beautiful.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. Or people said, no, especially in comedy, I was rejected from this and this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
And then finally someone went, actually, I can see this is an area that no one's kind of doing. And you're like, oh my God, this is so nice. Yes, I don't want to hear someone's successes from the start.
No,
You're
God,
like,
no.
This is not my experience.
Yeah.
I've not, and especially when it came to parenting, like, I did not succeed for ages. Like, I really felt like I was getting everything wrong, and I just wanted someone else to be like, oh, do you know what? I got everything wrong, and this is how I felt, and this is what I did, and eventually I got it right. And now I've got it right.
Yeah.
Not everything, but now I'm like, okay, great. But I would not have wanted my story now as it is, like, without the first bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear just like, it's great. I'm really loving it. I wanted to read how hard it was driving in the car at 3 a.m. to get the baby back to sleep. And these are the story I was searching for. But I went into this bookshop and I found this book that was, I can't even remember the name of it, but the title looked like the title had been smudged with tears. And it was something about babies and sleeping. And I was like, oh, this looks like someone who struggled with babies and sleeping. But Sammy, I read it. I read it within like 2 days, like walking and reading it. I read it in like 2 days, and it was the most horrific book. It was about a woman who had like postnatal, maybe psychosis, because she was like so bad at it, and she like left the baby in the house and went out for the whole day, came back, the baby had like nappy rash from how much wee and poo it had left, and I was like, oh, this isn't me.
Yeah,
like, I can't relate
yeah.
to this. You can't ever relate to everyone's story.
No, that's true.
But I was like, this can't be the only other option. It can't be like nailing it or that.
Yeah.
You know? So I was kind of in the middle, and I just wanted the middle stories. Like, I wanted someone to be like, this is, and so I'm kind of writing that book through with a comedic, take on everything.
Yeah.
But there'll be bits in it where it's, where I'm like, oh yeah, I really failed this bit.
Yeah, right. That's
so
so interesting though. I love that.
So I'm excited about writing it, but I also want to get it right. So I don't want to rush it and be like, okay, this is, and that bit, and dealing with some of the most like pivotal moments in my life and being like, quick, that's not enough words. I'll put in a few more adjectives here. And that's actually, I can't really remember what that person said to me, so I'll just make it up. Like, I really want to deal with this because, like, out of, honouring that. And I know this sounds so lame. There's literally nothing funny about what I'm saying right now. But honouring that horrific part of my life with taking my time with it. Yeah. But at the same time, it's really easy for me to not do it because I'm like, that's hard to think about. Right. I'll just do something else.
It's going to be really therapeutic for you to do it. But
I know, but I got to get it done.
Do you think that you'll do it so you'll get your show locked down and then you'll start to, when you're away in different places, do you think that'll be an opportunity for you to do that?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because I think my shows work themselves out on stage. I'll kind of have like a skeleton of my show. I already have a skeleton of my show. Yeah. So I think that, but when I'm in Perth and Adelaide, that's when it will be like, I'll really be like, absolutely, that's what it's supposed to look like. And then because I'm away so much, I'll have time to write it.
Well, I think I might try and come to, I know you're in Adelaide in February?
Yeah, February. I think it's the 21st and 22nd. We're only doing 2 nights. Yeah, the first weekend.
Oh, I might come then. I might come to Adelaide because I want to do the late shows and stuff. So maybe I'll come and do that, and we can record a couple of episodes in Adelaide when you're there. How fun would that be?
That'll be so great.
Yeah, I love Adelaide. It's so nice.
I love Adelaide, and Adelaide Fringe is my favourite.
Oh yeah, so you're doing Perth first, then Adelaide, then Melbourne.
Perth first, Adelaide, and then no. Then there's like Gold Coast and Canberra in there.
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Gold Coast and Canberra in there, and then there's Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane,
Newcastle.
I think I'm doing Newcastle in July.
Oh great! Oh how fun
is that?
I love that.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be very good. But your one in Adelaide. You're what, the next weekend?
Yeah, the next weekend. I'm in March. Yeah, I'm doing a full week there.
A full week?
Well, me and Dave Warnicky are doing a few nights, and I'm doing a few nights.
Yeah.
So it'll be heaps of fun. So come and see both shows if you want.
Where are you staying? In a hotel?
I've got an Airbnb with me and Dave Warnicky.
Oh God, that's
how nice
beautiful.
is
that? You guys are very good friends.
We're very good friends. We've been friends for a long time.
He was on the project the other night.
Oh, was he? Did warm up? Isn't he great?
Yeah. He's great.
Dave and I did this show together 10 years ago, and now we're bringing it back. And it's a really interactive, really fun show. I play a manager that's really known in the comedy industry, and I play this manager for the entire time. And it's really fun because I don't break character. Well, I try my best not to break character, but the character is just very not me, and it's very funny. Like it's just very funny to be able to play a character. I love that so much, just doing stand up and just the polar opposite, really. Apart from just the way I speak about people and the way I speak about women and my wife and stuff back home, and it's just really fun, and it is 100% based on a comedy manager that tried to sign Dave and I early on.
Fantastic. Are they still around?
Oh, yeah. You'll know exactly what it is when I tell you. Great. But yeah, and so the show used to start with Dave coming out on stage and going, I'm recently single, ready to mingle. I go, ready to fingle. And he goes, no. And I've got my manager here that's for some reason sitting on the stage. And I go, David, I want to get a bird's eye view of the crowd, David. And he go, wouldn't a bird's eye view be like above the stage, not like kind of sitting on stage with me? And I go, well, David, we tried that, but a bird's eye view is literally wherever the bird is. And he goes, right, okay. And he moves on really quickly. So the whole show is like taking the audience on different dates, but I'm trying to network for him. So I'm like I've got like a VIP area for one person to sit. I've got like bring people into the crowd, like try and get someone to film a viral video of Dave destroying a heckler, like and posting it. Like they have to post it on the night. Like so it's just stuff like that.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a real fun show, and the audience get to vote on what they do next. So there's a reason I dressed as Shrek like a little while ago. That's part of the show. Like so, it's really fun to kind of to do a show that's very different because it's not like a regular show. And so when Dave and I were both kind of sick of just doing, we were kind of like looking at each other going, we didn't know each other at the time.
What?
And Dave met me at a party where I was just pretending to be his manager all night. And I was like going, like trying to take 10% of all his drinks and stuff and like just trying to, and I was like schmoozing for him.
Yes.
And I just played a character the whole night, which I do at things. Like if people know me, they go, 100% I commit to things so much.
What do you mean?
But I have no idea what you're talking about actually. But yeah, and we did that. And then I was like, oh my God, like it'd be like, it was so funny if I was like just your manager. And then he came up with his show idea that was him dating the entire audience because Dave always does really out there shows, like really fun shows that are like very, like, I don't know, the ideas behind them are quite incredible. And we did it, and we built a website for it and everything. And Dave just took me out for coffee and was like, would you play my manager for the show? And we did that for like a couple of years. And it was, instead of doing like a stand-up show each, we're just like, let's just do like a fun, and we get to travel together and be together. And so then like it got to last year, and we're both like, oh, like it's coming up to 10 years next year since we did the show. First show we did in 2014. And we're like, why don't we just do this again? Like, we had so much fun with that. And then I was like, I've written a stand-up show that's already written. So why don't we just do both and just have like the best time instead of like, and that's the fun thing for me, is like doing half a festival, both of our runs, doing half with Dave and I and then half with me.
Is he doing his own stand-up show as well?
He's just doing this. So it's going to be heaps of fun.
Wonderful.
Like, yeah. So it's going to be so nice to do that show with Dave again and like be in all the places that we did it. Like, and the bad times that we had in those places.
Oh,
but now Dave's coming back. Like, we, you know, Dave has had this hugely successful podcast over like the last 7 years or whatever. And so he's coming back, and we're both coming back with like, oh my God, like we've grown a lot and we've changed a lot, both of us, since then. So it'd be really interesting to both be in these new places going, oh yeah, like we used to do this all the time. Let's see if we can get an audience. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can shape these shows. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
And what time, when's that on?
8:45 in Adelaide, I think, in Rhino Room.
Right.
And then Melbourne, it's 7 p.m. 7 p.m. for the first 2 weeks.
I'm going to have to see it. I don't know. Work out how to see it.
Work it out. And then we're going to do some trial shows as well.
Good.
And then I'm going to do my solo show in Melbourne at 9 p.m. For the second 2 weeks. I think so. I think it'll be great. I'm really excited about it. And you know what? They were dressed as a Grinch the entire time.
No one knows what you're going to dress as.
No one knows what I'm going to dress as for the whole time. It's so easy to get into this garb as well. Into
so
this gorgeous
easy.
It's so easy.
You only need a professional makeup artist.
You only need that, and that's about it. Hey, Happy New Year, Chooks. We want to say that. Happy New Year. And you know what? We've been doing this podcast for almost a goddamn year. We might be doing a fun show in January to celebrate 52 episodes.
That is very fun.
If you're in Melbourne, just keep a goddamn eye out. We'll talk about it in this podcast.
But do you want a life hack or not?
I want a life hack. Before I wrap this up.
Don't wrap it up before I.
Hey.
This might change your fucking life.
This could change my goddamn life. It's a life.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
If you get invited to a New Year's Eve party and you don't want to go, okay,
pack up Pringles on the couch.
But just say this is perfect. Just say, yeah, can I bring a +1?
Okay.
And they will say, of course. Just say, you might have heard of him. It's Barnaby Joyce. And then just see if they still want you to come.
Great. Can I bring 2 dogs as well? Johnny Depp style. That's great. I love it. What a life hack.
It's good, isn't it? Because they'll say, actually, just don't worry about it.
Oh, my God. Hey, Chookies, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We bloody love ya. Bron and I have almost been doing this podcast for a goddamn year, and we've loved doing this podcast. What we want to do in 2025 is build this podcast, and it's bloody your podcast, Chookies. So sign up for the Patreon page if you're in a position to do that. You'll get wine o'clocks every single week. But also share this podcast with a goddamn friend. You know, we do this podcast for free. It comes out every Tuesday. So please do support this podcast as much as you like. Share it with a goddamn friend that you think might like it.
Yep.
Post about it. Just tell people. Get it out there if you can. We bloody love that.
Thanks for those who already do that.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's wonderful.
The world
it really does.
Two old drunk
aunties. And leaving a 5-star rating, 5-star review really does help.
Yes.
And we bloody love you, Chookies.
We love you,
Chookies.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Chookies.
Same mask.
Same mask. Good girls. See you, Chookies.